And the home opener is underway.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
High fly ball out to center field. Buxton should have this one. One down. Chandler Simpson will hit next. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just underway here in Cleveland. Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air. Tovar has a beat on it. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Jacob Wilson next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Late on that fastball.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Cleveland, and the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Stephen Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Byron Buxton. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Here's Jose Ramirez. On the ground, right side. Base hit! Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Hung up in a rundown now. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Riley Green. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Ramirez in to score. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ryan Reynolds here. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and that one is fouled, so we'll try it again. In the air, left field, and this one looks like trouble. One away. So now with one away and a man at second, and here's the first baseman, Cody Clemens. Swings through that one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
0-2 now. Well struck left field. Carrying well. Going. Gone. So he blasts one out the other way. And they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. One down. Carter Jensen digs in for the Guardians. Swings through that one out in front that time. Line drive to short and caught. Ezekiel Tovar digs in for the Guardians. In the air, right field. Springer under it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the start of the inning.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
The 1-0.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And that misses. And it's 3-2. Got him. One out in the second. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. One of my favorite Ernie Clement notes. He got his most recent glove, the one he played the 25 season with, off of eBay. A woman from Japan sent it to him. I asked, what'd you put in the search engine? He said, used Mizuno infielder's glove.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And there's the strike. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Next is the designated hitter, James Wood.
That's in, ball.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Ball, that's in.
That misses.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
3. And there's the strike. In there. there, sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Here in Cleveland, stepping up for the Guardians, Josh Smith. And that is out of play. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one ripped right center field. Way back there. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Kwan in the box now. Take strike one. On a line. Makes the sliding grab. Backhand reach, but it gets by him. So now with one away and a man at second. And now Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air right field. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The run comes in from second. It's 6-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Here's Buxton to score.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
That one fouled off. Check swing called strike. That is strike two.
Gets the call on the mound right there. A little surprising for a guy that struggled, and most times you don't get that.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score. It's 8-0. And in at second with an RBI double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's going to be Brian Reynolds. He was late there, strike one. In the air, left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swings through that.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That one back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's the catcher, Carter Jensen. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying, and it's gone. A 3-run dinger, and they boost their lead. It's 12-0.